I notice a lot with the Grimmel hybrids, Grimmel red, hay, home slice. You get a lot of these like dead branch tips after the winter. And it's just kind of how the tree prunes itself, I guess. But I love to knock them off and make the tree look real pretty. Because if you have all those dead sticks, it doesn't look as good. You just prune back all the dead shit from the branch tips after the winter. Yeah, chickens won't shut up. But the tree, I think, enjoys when you knock back all the dead stuff. Looks pretty good to me. Couple more here. Trying to do a better job of filming where I actually show. What up, man? Dad, how you doing, spuds? This is a hybrid tree. Needs to be pruned. It's got flowers coming again. Oh, there's a fruit on it. I had it one time make a big fruit. I just planted that tree not long ago. Tree down. I have some of these Patanga tubas that are fruiting in pots if anybody comes to pick up. If you buy one online, I'll try to send you one that has flowers, but not all of them have flowers. They're hard to find in a 1 gallon with flowers. Take a look at this here. I want to show you this seed planting method. Now, if you have anyone, first off, if you have problems with rats and squirrels tearing up your seeds like I do, this is the thing to do, is get some screen from a guy. Call your local screen repair guy and say, I want to buy your scraps. The guy just gave them to me, but I gave him some plants in return. I'm going to call him again to get more because this stuff is useful. You put it over the pots. No, we're not going to send them overseas. I don't want to do that. It's a pain in the ass, man. I'm sorry. We don't do it right now. But yeah, look at that. You plant your pots so that the soil is down a good 5 or 4 inches. Give that tree some time to come up and hit the screen. But you see, I don't have them planted real high. I have them planted low in there. You see the edge of the pot? It's a good 3 inches, 4 inches down. Full of seeds. And you can have the seeds exposed to the sunlight, on top of the soil because they're protected more. This is another. See, you find people that throw away these old pools, or you can buy them yourself if you want to spend the money. They are useful. Find people that throw away the pools. It's good if they have a hole in it. You need it to have a hole in it for the drainage. It's going to block weeds from growing and hold a little bit of water. Then you put your screen over the top. You could use all sorts of screens. I've got 2 different types of screens here. One is pool screen. One is actually an insect screen. And the seeds are all in there. And it takes them a minute to come up. I just planted them. But I've got someone over here underneath another tree. We'll go take a look at those. And then we'll probably make our way back. I need to buy more tree protection nets. I've been buying them. Slowly investing in those. This thing works really good to protect grafted plants. Got plastic underneath with a PVC frame. That thing's great. It's basically a mini version of this. And the trick is to lay down your plastic liner. Don't put them in full sunlight. Never put one of these in full sunlight. You always got to shelter them underneath another tree. They're not going to like, if you put something in full sun, it's in full sun. Doesn't matter if there's shade or not. From the shade cloth, it's in full sun. Let's see, these are a bunch of other seeds that I planted out a while ago. Oh, wow. And they're coming up real well. And they haven't been bothered. They haven't been bothered by squirrels would have torn this up, or the rats would have torn it up. They're on the plastic mat in community pots. This was the least amount of labor to plant the most amount of seeds. And they were coming up, all of them coming up. Rare stuff that I tried looking for hybrids, I think. And then what you do is you go through and if you know what to look for, you find something different. And then you hope you didn't just accidentally slip in a seed by accident. There was a fruit on here. It looks like it got stolen. This is a little hybrid. Been wanting to taste a couple fruit, but they always steal it. Some kind of bird is causing a ruckus around here. Well, this plant protection mat here I put out has been wonderful too. All the trees on here are very happy now. I got them out of the greenhouse. Less bugs on them. This is, what kind of bird makes that noise? Anyone know? It sounds like a woodpecker. Come on. Well, the plants look pretty good for how hot it's been. I've been making sure to water them. Okay, the Patomba tuba will definitely outperform a Patomba in terms of production. So it inherited more productivity from the Patanga tuba. The Patomba is not as productive as a Patanga tuba. The Patomba tuba is as productive as a Patanga tuba, I would say, because it's flowered and it's flowering again. Patomba does not do that in my experience. I'm pleased with it. If you like a grapefruit kind of flavor, that's what it reminds me of. I've heard a lot of people say it does not remind them of the grapefruit. Trick with this is don't eat it too early. If you get them too early, they're sour. They really got to ripen up, just like a Patomba. Let them turn orange. It's hard to do. Something's always going to want to steal them. They do have a really good flavor. I guess the bark is somewhere in between a Patanga tuba and a Patomba. Pretty. I like the bark a lot. It's nice. A lot like a Patanga tuba. The Patomba is a lot smoother bark. Yeah, they all take after the Patanga tuba in terms of bark, except maybe this one actually looks a lot more like the Patomba at this point. We'll see. But yeah, this one looks a lot more like the Patomba. So maybe this was mothered by the Patomba. This one has the much more pointed leaf. It's fruited, but they've all kind of been seedless so far. Taste really good. They're real funny shaped and small and seedless. Or I think I maybe had a couple with a seed, but it's figuring out how to fruit. A funny shape on it. Oh, and then these are a bunch of other ones. Patomba tubas, seedlings. That one flowered, but didn't hold a fruit. Here's another one that's flowered. See how the leaf variation? A lot like the Patanga tuba, more than the Patomba. Yellow cashews, I've never fruited them. So I want to have my fruit on that. I might even try to roast them. I'll have to look it up. I heard it's a pain in the ass. They're like poisonous or something. But dang, if we didn't get some, they come real fast out of nowhere. I went on a trip to Costa Rica with my dad, my whole family. I said my dad because he's on here. And we got to see, that was one of the first tropical fruits I ever saw in person. Keep on waiting, macaroon. There's the Hestinga seedling that looks all crazy. Look at the leaf on that Hestinga seedling. Real small. Trying not to let it get burnt, but I want it in full sun to encourage the smallest leaf possible. If it already has a small leaf, I don't want to put it in more shade. You want to encourage the small leaf. But look at that. You could sit down on that thing. You could rest something on it like it's fucking holly. And this one looks a lot like it, but the leaf isn't quite as small, but this must have been a related seedling, but I saved that one aside for looking like it. But this one's better. It's got a smaller leaf. Hestinga. Is there even a trunk in there? I can't get in to see it. I've had some trees like that. Oh, look at these nets in action, baby. Oh yeah, scarlet fruit. I may put this on the website actually. If anybody's interested in buying some scarlet fruit, I'm gonna put this on the website. It could easily be hybridized. Actually, I'm betting it has hybridized with whatever's next to it. This tree. Maybe not. Anything's possible. Maybe it was this tree that it hybridized with. But I believe the chance for hybrids on the seeds are really high. Gotta be. Bees everywhere, wind everywhere. The pollen travels like smoke. When you have the conditions are right, it comes off the tree like smoke. And then this is definitely flowering at the same time. This is my Sanford Petrantha, which is a really nice tree. Look at the trunk on it. It's crazy. Almost ashamed to have anything touching the trunk. Wow, that's so pretty. Almost looks like a Vexator. I love it. I love it. Miracle fruit's coming up all at the bottom. Little miracle fruit trees. Kind of ashamed to pull them. There's weeds growing in the plant, in the trunk, in the crotch of it. Weeds growing. I pulled a couple weeds from there. Look at it collect all that nastiness in that part. I don't know if that can't be good for the tree, huh? It would rot it out. Yeah. That can't be good long term to have a pile of rotting shit in your heart. It's almost like some of these politicians I know. I'm not going to talk about that. Sorry about that, guys. You know I hate them all. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I hate them all. I'm not picking sides. But I like these two boys right here. You some bitches. Look at them power flap on me. That's a pretty bird. Hey, buddy. He's pretty too. Peckerneck. Tell him, Pecker. Oh, a nice little crop on the anomaly. I don't think you can see, but little anomaly grafted. Nice crop. I'll take it. Yeah, good crop. Nice size fruit. We got a nice rain the other day. It made a big difference. Ooh, wow, look at that. Through all this drought we've had and heat, this doesn't have a single, well, maybe it does, but this is a very happy tree. It is a happy tree. I hate these vines everywhere. That's the way to plant them, is in the shade. Deep shade. What? No way. Yeah, I had one of those Mosey's flower too. That's awesome, man. Send me a picture on the text if you remember. I want to show it to my clients. Tell them what could be results as seen on TV. Ooh, I came in through here and cleared out a bunch of weeds on my power lines. And it worked out. Looking good. I cut them fuckers. It was a lot. Oh, I cut them good. Oh, yeah. What it do? It's Paul Wow, and I'm back in the game. Surgery got diamonds embroidered on the back of my brain. I feel bad for him. He used to have a wife, but now she's dead. And now he's by himself. And he's just got some asshole prison cellmate next to him that hates him. He used to have a wife, didn't you? And if I let you out the cage, everyone's gonna try to kill you, aren't they? Well, maybe I'll let him out for a minute. He can hang out with me. Let's see. He's really friendly. People like him. Chickens don't like him, but he might come over here to be with me. Let's see what happens. If he's smart, he'll stand next to me. Come on, buddy. We could be friends. We could stay together and climb trees. You handing me some grass? Now you stay next to me or they're going to attack you. Okay, you stay with me. Ooh, you're heavy. Let's go over and check out the watermelon patch, buddy boy. You stay next to me. Buddy, there's something about you. You've always looked so cute. It's the way his hair hangs over. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that rain made a difference. Now, I'm trying my hand at growing watermelons. I'm a watermelon farmer now. Put it on the bucket list. Off the bucket list. Oh, now here's what I did. I took a bunch of this composted mulch. Stay by me, don't go that way. I better keep an eye on him. He can get in a lot of trouble real fast. Come here, buddy. Come on. Let's see what he does. He's gonna make dumb decisions. Head towards death. I gotta get onto him. He's going towards certain doom. Come here, buddy. Look at this. Come here. Come here. You can't outrun me. You stay with me. You're gonna get killed if you go that way. You gotta stay with me. He doesn't want to stay with me. I'll just hold him while I talk real quick. Those are all the chickens that want to kill you. I laid down a mat underneath. It was like a mesh shade cloth that they sell. You can kind of see it here. I figured that would give it some aeration. Quit it, quit it, quit it, quit it. He's bugging out. He wants to be king of the castle, king of the castle. Come here, freak. I'm holding you. I gotta put him back. But I put it on a mound a little bit, and it's in a root air pruner pot. There are fire ants in this. I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but there were some fire ants, but I'm getting my first flowers. It looks pretty good to me. We're just gonna let it go and go down that. And I think it's got enough shade here and sunlight where it could work out, guys. Quit it. No. You're a bad boy. You cannot be trusted. See, if I let you loose, there's demons of hellfire against you, son. These boys out here don't play. I think they're in your cage, by golly. No. Is he near it? Okay. All right, let's get you back. I tried to let you free, but you couldn't handle freedom. Back to your domain. He'll be safe in there. Oh no, his thing broke. That's a danger. I gotta fix that. I think I've got a way. This is very simple, but it should work. We're gonna take this pot right here and simply place it in front of that there. Yeah, I'm gonna do a listing for that scarlet fruit if you wanna buy it. Seeds in it ought to be valuable. I'll ship it on Monday. I got some scarlet fruit right there, just enough to ship 1 box. If it gets stolen, I'll refund your money. Chance it could get stolen. Slim, I think, though. All right. If you order, I'll try to throw in a couple extra fruits. Almost looks like this is turning ripe. It took rain. It's okay. These don't want to get ripe unless you get rain. And we got some rain, and it looks like it's about to go. It's about ready to be picked. The Luke's Garcinia. Oh, they take a long time to ripen. And then you run the risk of it getting soft and fermented. Let's see. Oh, it's ready to be picked. I'm not gonna wait any longer. As soon as they get any soft, just go ahead and take it off the tree. They can definitely be eaten somewhat green. I'm not playing games, not gonna let it get nasty. That thing is soft. That's about the time you pick it. And I'll save that for my woman. She ain't never tasted one of them before. Let's go take it in the sunlight. But I've made the mistake of letting them go too soft on the tree, and you don't want to do that. It is a fruit. You can definitely have it a little green, and they're real good. Well, let's get a look at that's one of the larger ones I've got. By golly, it made it through. Oh yeah. Ooh, it's perfect looking. Look like a mango. Well, that's what it kind of tastes like. It's soft. Yeah, it's a little soft. I'm not gonna squeeze it on too much. Looks like someone tried to bite at it. Nice. Big fruit. Mm-hmm. We did it, boys. We'll eat that, and I'll let you know if it tastes any funny. But as soon as they are soft to the touch, I recommend, if you're growing them in a place like Florida where it gets 100 degrees, probably want to pick it early. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'll let some go to what I thought would be ripe, and it was too much. So we'll take that, and we'll put it right there. And then we got to do this, guys. I got all these seeds that I put in this water, and now it rained and it's too much wet. We're there swimming. The little guys are swimming. They're not gonna like it. Oh, loquat. Genia, that water smells like shit. I'm sure a chicken will love to drink it. And some jobbity cup. Cool. Pull those out before they get some kind of problem. Come on, Rex, come back out. I've been buying these nets, buddy. These are more of these Havniks nets. These things are great, but they are expensive. They got a 6-footer and a 9-footer and a 13-footer I have yet to buy. You know, I don't even know what kind of watermelons. I think I just got them from, I literally got them from like Walmart or something, or Lowe's, you know. They had seed packs. It must just be like Sweet Baby or something. I don't even, no, it's just red. Just some bullshit watermelon. I was thinking they need good drainage, kind of, and they want a lot of sunlight, but not too much sunlight. So my fruit's been getting stolen off of my ESALQ, this big grafted tree. And I tied up these nets, tie, boom, net around it. And it looks like I might be able to get some fruit. They're trying to get it. Look at that. Satanists, devil worshipers, touching my fruit through the net. That's what the hell them animals are. Now you see this tree, I planted it here. This is a seedling. It's hard to see, but there's a seedling right there. There's like where it starts right here, and then it goes up to here. That's pew. He's right. This is a Phatrantha seedling. I planted it out, and it looks very good. It's doing very well. Just put it right along my path in the part shade there. Carambola tree's doing it. We'll sell some fruit if I get any. They were good freeze dried. I saw some fruit on here somewhere. Oh, all this shit that comes down. Pitanga tuba. I planted a Pitanga tuba underneath it. There's Pitanga tuba under there too, so it's kind of cool. You get the star fruit, and then right next to it, Pitanga tuba, and you'll have both of the, star cherries and star fruit. Well, the fruit fell off of there, but Anyway, I've got fruit on both. It's kind of fun to look at. You get a little star fruit with a little star fruit. Here's a little Pitanga tuba I planted over on my walkway. Well, the flower smells really good on them. Yeah, wonderful smell. I almost could water today, but I don't think I'm gonna. Let's take a quick look at this Cambuca. I'd say this is the biggest plania on my property for sure. Cambuca, largest plania on the property, I'm pretty sure. Now this ESALQ is looking to overtake it because it's a much younger tree and it's growing really fast. So ESALQ's close second, which I never thought that would be the case. Oh shit, I almost tripped over this piece of shit tree here. Okay, so wait a second. The ESALQ is catching up in height, but for mass, there's no way it's even close. And I almost have to get this tree trimmed above it here. I did one time already. I got that branch trimmed off. It really helped. But I'd like to have it trimmed a little more. I see this one part needs to come out. But take a look. The Cambuca has fruited. This one I don't believe has made a fruit. Look at how it'll prune itself here. That branch is rotted. I'd like to have a pruning shear, but I don't. I can clean that wound up there. I guess the ants may help pollinate it. They're all over the flowers. I don't really mind these ants, to be honest, because they don't sting, they just bite. But I'm sure they help pollinate this thing. They have to. I'm definitely not gonna try to stop those ants. They've never hurt a tree of mine, ever. Never, ever. Oh yeah, they are pollinating for sure. Let's get some action on that. Scientist here. Well, I scared them all away, but they were on the flower. They freaked out when I put my hand close. Oh, one got me. I killed his ass. Boom. Now they're panicked. They heard that pheromone go off. And they freaking. Glomerata. It's fruited real well. And this year, not so much because I think of the drought. Yeah, there's flowers all over this Cambuca. All the way up. Hard to see it, but there's flowers all over, here and there. Branch tips. God, ants everywhere! I'm dying! Yeah, ants maybe help pollinate it though. Carpenter ants love that tree. Oh, AC cut off. That means it's cool. Yeah, today's cooler than yesterday. I don't need to water. If the AC cut off at this time of day. So check on the website if you're interested in fresh fruit. We're gonna have mixed boxes of Garcinia fruit. See, I covered that tree with this net. That's the big net, $100. I'm gonna spend $100 on this net, but I gotta make money from the net. So I'm selling the fruit underneath the net. Doesn't that make sense? This is a net. Oh, and there's some good fruit in there for sale, Bubba. coming up soon. I might have to wait about 4 or 5 days before I ship. I need to find this exact product if anyone can help me. This right here. I've looked at a website in China that has a similar product. Can someone tell me what this is? This is a monofilament. This is a monofilament green, right? Poly monofilament green. It's heavy duty. It's not just gonna tear. But I need this exact material, and I know that people in China make it. And I'd like to buy a roll of it from China. And I've been looking at this website that has a similar product, but if someone can help me find that exact product, I'm looking for this. Look at that pattern. Anyhow, I would rather make my own bag than have to pay for someone to make my bag, even though these are a really nice product because you have the Velcro door. You know, that really is, that's a plus to be able to take this, rip it open, go inside and not have, I mean, I called the company and asked about a bulk discount, and they said it was like 10% off if I order 6 or more bags, and that's not enough. But I need to find that material. If anybody help me find that material. I know some, I looked up monofilament green net China, and I found a guy that makes it. I want to hold you. You don't let me hold you. I want to hold you. I want to hold you. I want to hold you. Back, 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 back. Good luck, Duncan. Let me know. I looked at it. I did find a source, but to be honest, I was afraid to like place an order. It didn't look simple. You had to like do stuff. Little miracle fruits coming up. These mats really reduce the weeds. There would be a lot more weed problem. These would not grow the same without the mat. Oh, look at that. A really nice Eugenia ligostrina. That's like a $50 plant right there. I didn't realize I had that. I mean, I did realize it, but I don't have it on the website, but I do have it here. This had fruit on it, and they keep stealing them, getting them early. SALQ. Okay, this has got to be picked, I believe. Maybe do that real quick. This hasn't got stolen yet, I don't think. They're not on the ground, no. This is the Fitrantha branca, and the fruit are quite large, real big. It's a good fruit. Let's see if I can get some. That's a nice crop. I feel like they could sit on the tree a little longer, but blue jay. They're freaking out over a blue jay. There's your culprit. Looks like a blue jay. These are ready. They're soft. Almost getting, almost a little color almost. Not really. He's just standing there hovering over them. He likes the noise they make. He's cleaning himself. Chilling. See, normally a fruit this green, when you open it, it's not soft and succulent. It's good. A little seedy. I wonder if any hybrid, some tan, some darker than others. We'll find out. I planted some already. I want to plant those, label it. If you want to know what I think it tastes like, if you ever had snow cone, like the ice thing, snow cone, there's a flavor they used to sell. It's called Silver Fox. To me, it tastes exactly like Silver Fox. Silver Fox snow cone to the T. Exactly. No sour at all, just sweet. Oh shit, white sapote. I lost all my white sapotes and I got one again. I'll try to grow it again. I feel like it was doing good where it was at actually, but they like a lot of sun. Oh, I'll just put it right back where it was. I got this other one hanging on by a thread, I think. Yeah. Should come back. A nice crop on this anomaly too. I put this cage around it and I'm gonna get the fruit. But there's a nice crop on this tree. Kind of hard to see it through here, but there's maybe 10, 15 fruit. And they're big, they're good sized actually. My anomalies, the grafted ones, actually are fruiting like crazy. They're outperforming all my other trees this season, which is interesting because it really did like take them a while to get into their little stride. You graft them, and once they get going, they really do get going. Part of it has to do with the tree getting some age. The other is keeping it in a good spot where it can actually get pollinated and set fruit. This area is top notch underneath these oak trees, part shade. I'm getting just incredible fruit set this season, whereas in years before, He didn't get as much fruit set, but I've got to protect this before it gets stolen. As soon as a squirrel finds it, it's over. And I got to go play. Oh, look at that size of that lizard there, a bull lizard. It was a big bull male. He came and stuck his chest out at me. Look at his hands gripping. Dang, look at the side of that dewlap. Boom! Boom! Boom. He heard me saying boom every time he did it and got scared to do it again. You keep popping that thing out. He looking to jump. He looking to jump. You don't want to pull your thing out, do we? Pull it out. Do it. Show it to me. Show me that red thing on your neck. Pull it out. I dare you. Don't make me flap my finger at you. Look at my finger. Oh. I tried to do like a little dance. Then you could hear that one. Oh, he turned. He turned at me. He turned. Look at him. Look at him turn. He's flexing over there. He's having a fit. Wow. Yeah, these got to be covered up and I'm out of nets. I need like fucking 3 nets pronto. They're trying to keep those bull ants off of my tree. What they doing? Cool. Looking good. Thank you. Yeah, that lizard said, pull your strap on me. That's his wife right there. That's his ride or die. All I need in the life within is me and my lizard girlfriend. I just met the gangsterest lizard, and here's his wife. She's got a long ass tail. Never been broke off. Wonder what it tastes like to get all that. Look at the tail. Look at the length on it. Never had a break. Oh, you put in your head. Are you a male too, huh? It's a male. It's not his wife. That's his co-defendant right there. You got that jump? You ain't got that jump. Okay. These are all seedlings I'm sorting through, looking for something special. And you already know they're special, but they all got to be fertilized and kind of tinkered with a little bit. Weeds pulled, fertilized. Hate these grasses. Always got to pull these grasses right away. We're getting some good growth on these, I will say. That's always good when you see new growth. Very good. A lot of kimber seedlings. I see a lot of kimbers. A lot of anomalies. This is a Mosey's right here. I can just see it's a Mosey's seedling. Definitely true to type somewhat. That's definitely a Mosey's there. This looks like another Mosey's, maybe. Hard to say on that. A lot of these could have crossed over to the next dimension. This is an anomaly seedling. It looks a little interesting. And you just look for anything to flower soon, because you figure it's worth more if it gets flowers sooner. Definitely have some anomaly kimber hybrids. Like that right there is about what I believe that is. Would be the anomaly crossed with the kimber, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Could just be a straight anomaly, but I had a lot of kimnomalies, if you will. This is a cool looking tree here. Nice leaf on that. I couldn't tell you offhand what that is exactly. Love the bark on it. It's gorgeous. Let's see here. This looks like another Mosey's seedling. Yep, they got that. It's just got a very particular habit. I like the Mosey's a lot. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Anomaly. Always be nice to see a little guy with flowers on him. It happens, but it's really rare. What's this guy here? Looks odd. Don't know exactly what that is. Ow! Fucking thorn to the finger. Oh, look at this one. Real slender leaf. Like a kimber anomaly. Kind of what they look like. Maybe just a straight kimber, but looks like another Mosey's maybe. I don't know. You get a little bit of dieback if you get them unhappy. Sometimes it's hard to bring them back around, and they will die. I think this one may be a casualty here. Let's see. We'll give it a chance. It looks like it has some energy. Maybe it could come back, but maybe not. Definitely, hybrids are hard to grow, a lot of them, at first. Definitely do better as a grafted tree, in my experience. Not all the time, but a lot of times. Really helps to just go ahead and get them grafted as soon as you can. You get much better growth. It's like they're trying to figure out how to be, and they don't know how to be. And then they struggle through life because they're hybrids at first. But then they figure it out. These all look really good compared to how they did look in the greenhouse. Had them in there for the winter. Just got too hot, and then they get a bunch of fungus and this dieback like you see. I'm taking off a lot of these little dead branches, but then underneath is a very happy tree. Just got to get through all that nastiness. This is a really interesting looking seedling here. I like this one a lot. I must have put it in a special pot for a reason. It's a nice tree. Another nice one. This is a Schatzer's hybrid seedling for sure. Very nice, delicate little fella. Those are easy to kill. See, here's one over here that died back. I don't know why, but I have a little Schatzer's over here that died back. Let me see if I can show you that. This one right here. See, it's alive down here, but it must have got some kind of fungus or something because the top of it is like dead. Just died back and wilted everywhere, but I just kept watering it and kept it in the shade and was able to keep that one alive. Hard though. This is a real odd tree. It's like I think it's got a deficiency. I don't think it's variegated, it's deficient. And it's always been a funky little tree. I believe it to be a hybrid of the Grimmel and the Phytrantha. I have a similar looking tree to it. It may be variegated actually. I have to take a closer look at this, but it does look to be variegated and diseased, or I don't know what the deal is. It's a mixture of both. It's diseased induced variegation, probably viral is what I'm guessing. Yeah, this would be like a viral variegation is my guess. If I've ever seen one that was virally induced, this would be the one. That must be what that is. And so a lot of times these are probably, some of the variegation patterns are viral, but this, if anything, is the most viral, gone viral. It's just like a deficiency, a disease for real, where other ones I've seen don't look that bad. This tree's never been able to get it right. Well, maybe it'll grow out of it. I have another one that looks a lot like it that is not, well, it is variegated too, to be honest with you, now that I think about it. That one has a slight variegation too. Let's go take a look at it. But it doesn't show it, and it's much more healthy. But you see, I have a decent memory when it comes to seedlings. I can almost remember every seedling that I planted, where it came from. But this one is its counterpart, and the leaf is slightly variegated, I've noticed. You have to look real hard and you can see it. But this, I think, is a Phytrantha Grimmel hybrid. I'd like to find a variegation, very faint. I've seen it on another. It doesn't do it all over the whole tree, but yeah, maybe not. I know this is the one that's a lot like it though. I have seen variegation on it before. Not today, or my eyes aren't picking it up. It was the faintest pattern you ever could. Okay, here you go. I do see it, I think. Maybe not. Could just be leaf burn from the sun. Anyhow, it's a fun tree. These weeds pulled at the base here. Yeah. Oh, and then I have another one, I believe, from the same batch that looks a little different. But you see, very tight growth, stiff leaf, small leaves. But then I have the other one. Well, it's all the way down. I'm not going to go to it. But there is another Fitrantha Grimmel hybrid I have, which I think is one of the most worthwhile crosses you could make. But I've come to find sometimes you get a hybrid and the fruit just comes out real small. Maybe it's because the tree's unhappy at first and then they get bigger over time. But I've got about 7 or 8 hybrid trees that I have never offered really for sale because the fruit they made was just small. I guess I am walking over to that one tree. Let's go take a look at it. Oh, we could look at the variegated mango real quick too, because that's holding up. Oh, by golly, I got a strawberry to eat. Plants don't look the best. I'll eat it early. Strawberry farmer now. Yeah. Tastes like it was going bad. Yep, new growth came out. Still variegated quite nicely. Pattern's holding up. These leaves are kind of hard to show it with this stupid background. Okay, that one's not so well. But I do have pattern still. Yeah, still got pattern. Very hard to show it on the camera. This is the worst lighting to show variegation you could have. I'd say it's held up. Really wished it was a little better. There's some on that leaf. I have one big leaf here with just a touch of variegation. Let me see this other big guy. Okay, that one's got some good pattern on it there. You just can't see it on these streams. This is the one that just flushed out. This is the other seedling graft I did. Not much pattern on that leaf, but some. Touch on there. A little bit on there. That's good. This is good. Good pattern there. And the old leaves have some nice patterns. Still, this is not to where I'm excited to say I have a variegated mango for sale, to be honest with you. I've got to sit and watch it a little more. I mean, it is variegated, but it's not really exciting me. So maybe as it gets older, it just gets better and better. What we're hoping for. If someone really wants it, I can eventually graft them, but they're just not going to be ready yet. But that is a variegated Mayhay Chanok. I see some of the pattern there for sure. It really takes a while for it to become evident. Okay. Let's see. Oh, look. Variegated Calycina variegated. Holding on by a thread. I don't know if it's going to last. Tried to grow out regular and I cut it back. I got one variegated Grimachama to take. Very hard to graft. Got one. So maybe that'll be available. Not yet. Not till Christmas, I bet. The way it's going. Variegated Paulista. Not for sale. Someone gave it to me as a gift. It's got, see, that's a nice pattern. That's a pattern that's worth saying I have a variegated plant. You know, there's no questioning that. That's a nice pattern. Okay. Okay. Well, boys and girls, gentlemen of the jury, Thanks for watching. Oh, one last thing before we turn it off. Them people that won that contest here, there's 4 people I still owe. Haven't forgot about you. We got Jesse Ferguson. We got Kevin. We got Skyline Farms. Sky High Farms. And we got Uncle Bill, the moderator. I think about you every day. It wears on me. But I did make an order here. This is what, about $700 will get you 600 and change. 630, 640, I forget. Pallet is property. Oh, Bunch Wholesale Incorporated. You can order there and they'll free deliver it to you, but you have to pay $600 and you have to have an account. Please have yours ready to swap. And I did. You got peat moss. Those are $25 a bale. You got hollytone in a 50-pound bag. Those are 30 and change. Then blow molded 2-gallon nursery pots. These are gonna come, and then per stack, these are $45, I believe, something like that. This is a wonderful size to ship. It's not a 3, and it's not a 1. It's somewhere in between. Okay, so now you know. That's where my money goes. That's a wonderful size. I need them. It's just a good size pot. I just want you to know. Whatever that is, 2 gallons is what they called it. But they call it a number 2. It's really 1.56 gallons or something like that. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Look at that. Sanford tree taking the full sun, taking a beating out here. Not a lot of trees can do that. Not a lot of the jawbos can handle the full sun like that. It is taking a beating right now. And the Grimmel. But to be honest with you, it's like outperforming the Grimmel in terms of heat resistance. The Grimmel is like, well, I guess it's in a hotter spot is why. The Grimmel's a little hotter. It's more isolated. I don't know, it's questionable. Phatrantha is one of the most heat tolerant, durable. And it doesn't just go for this one. I've noticed it with others as well. But this one is very strong. And same with the Novak. I guess the ESALQ would fall into that category, but not quite the same as the Novak. I don't know. Have a Novak out there that's just incredible for the tolerance that it had and the fruit that it produced in full sunlight, where other trees just won't do it. Yeah, they don't like it like that. The Sabras can really struggle if you don't have good water quality or it's too hot. All right, I'm gonna list the ESALQ fruit and maybe 3 boxes of the lemon drop mangosteen. I mean, not the ESALQ, the scarlet fruit. I got 1 box of that I'm gonna list right now. So, appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna have some fruit to sell here shortly. Okay. All right. Have a great rest of your weekend.